The Prime Minister singled out the National Workers and General and Dock Workers Unions during his address to the nation on Wednesday. He was updating St. Lucians on the current impasse between his government and the TUF over a requested deferment of a 7.5% increase for public servants. Prime Minister King says these two unions acted in the national interest when they agreed to negotiate with the government. He says that resulted in an agreement of principle between the parties.
The National Workers Union and the Beaufort General and Dock Workers Union have agreed in principle to a proposal from government to pay a 3% increase from April and have a review of the situation after 6 months.
The Prime Minister applauded the two unions for what he says is their approach to modern industrial relations. National Workers Union President Tyrone Maynard says the approach is not modern as much as it is practical. He says the objective was to save the jobs of the more than 2,000 daily paid workers that his union represents.
We have signed over 49 industrial agreements in the country, and we have dealt with so many employers, and do not believe that the employers just normally come and sit with us and agree to everything. They too have their problems, and when they have problems, we both have to sit and find solutions, and that is what industrial relations is all about. So I want to make it abundantly clear that the NWU will never attempt, to replace any political party in this country.
Maynard says the union is also cognizant of the economic environment that factored heavily in the Prime Minister's address. It was the reason given for the deferment.
The environment is not conducive to militancy, confrontation, and row. I mean, there are people losing their jobs all over, and we have had that experience because over the last 12 months, we have been just out in fires trying to make things a little more comfortable for our own employees in our branches. So it's not an experience that we do not have as such. It is something that we go through time and time and time again.
The Prime Minister called for a spirit of national unity. His sentiments are echoed by the union leader with more than 30 years' experience in the industrial relations business.
We all have to look at this thing from an objective position. We cannot just sink our nostrils in the sand. We have to look at the country. We have to look at the interests of civil servants. We have to look at the interests of teachers. We have to look at the interests of every employee in this country.
The Prime Minister met with the two unions 1 week after he sat down with the TUF. The NWU had originally questioned why they were not asked to join the first meeting with the TUF and Stephenson King. Carmi Joseph, HTS News, Channel 4.